Mazzulla, and I'm here with my husband, Joe Mazzulla, head coach of the Boston Celtics.
And I'm Joe Mazzulla, assistant coach of the Mazzulla family.
That's a good one. We've been married 9 years.
And we have been coaching for 12 years.
Family.
You've been coaching for 12 years.
You've been coaching me for 12 years.
You guys funny.
Amen. Our first relationship with Nations of Coaches together was the marriage retreat in Rome, Georgia.
Yep.
Hey, is she coaching too? Let me check. Mic check. Mic check. Can you hear me? Yes. Can you hear me? Yes. What's going on, people? Welcome back to TMTV Studio. Right now it's currently 2:17 a.m. Oklahoma time, and I just finished watching the highlights of the NBA Finals between Boston and the Dallas. Man, it was a great game. Finally, Boston, they finally get it done. I'm so happy for the whole team. I'm so happy for JT. I'm so happy for Jason Tatum. I'm so happy for KP. I'm so happy for Jaylen Brown. I'm so happy for Drew Holiday. So happy for Derek White. So happy for High Harford. So happy for PP, Peyton Pritchard. Great game, man. Great game. After like 2-3 years now of being the NBA final, they finally get it done. And after watching the game, I was a little bit, intrigued by their coach, Joe Mazzulla, man. He's 35 years old, man. 35, and he used to be the assistant coach to Ime Udoka. And right now, I don't know what Ime is doing right now. I don't know what he's thinking. He probably, kicking the air right now because he would have been the man of the moment. But he let bullshit, affect his career. He was messing with the, Boston Celtic employee, and in the process, he lost his job. But as a matter of fact, he got a new job. He's currently with the Houston Rockets right now. And I can't wait, what he can do, to see what he can do with the Houston Rockets in the coming season. But it is what it is. And I saw these interviews done by Joe and his wife. Pretty much, I think it's meant for couples. So I want you guys to sit back, relax, as we watch the interview together.
Mazzulla, and I'm here with my husband, Joe Mazzulla, head coach of the Boston Celtics.
And I'm Joe Mazzulla, assistant coach of the Mazzulla family.
That's a good one. We've been married 9 years.
And we have been coaching for 12 years.
Family.
You've been coaching for 12 years.
You've been coaching me for 12 years.
You guys funny.
Amen. Our first relationship with Nations of Coaches together was the marriage retreat in Rome, Georgia.
Yep.
Hey, is she coaching too? Let me check. Okay. After leaving her coaching days behind, Kamai got a job as a courtroom clerk for George at the Marion Court Clerk office. 1 year later, she continued a legal-oriented pursuit as she became a probation officer for the West Virginia Supreme Court of Appeal. Okay. She used to coach. She used to be a coach. Wow.
We drove down and we got to stop in Gatlinburg, which is my favorite. It's still probably one of my favorite trips that we've taken. At first, we didn't know what to expect. I don't think we knew what to expect from the other couples or what the atmosphere was going to be like, and it ended up being a very honest, open.
Wait, is it like a boot camp, like a couple's boot camp? Maybe, but I'm not sure. But let's enjoy.
Fun connection.
Yeah.
And it kind of taught us that every season, every postseason, we needed to revisit each other.
Yeah.
So that's paid off, because unfortunately we haven't been able to go to the retreat every summer. More so now, but we now know it taught us, like, revisit each other after each season, even if you don't think you need it.
I thought it was a good opportunity because I think the stat was like over 50% of coaches are divorced, and and we decided to get into this marriage and coaching, something that we wanted to do together, something we wanted to thrive in. And so I feel like the marriage retreat kind of gave us a foundation, to thrive in. So I think Nations of Coaches does a great job of their resources and their people really pouring in to individuals, to coaches, and to universities. And so I've seen both Roger and Pete do a tremendous job, kind of having a servant leadership mentality and really giving back to others. And so in West Virginia, Roger was always there for us, at Fairmont State. And this past year in Boston, I thought Pete did a great job of just being there for me, being there for our assistants, constantly shedding light and perspective, on the different situations.
So just a little bit about his coaching career. I think he started his coaching career in 2016 for Maine Red Claw as an assistant coach. 2017 to 2019, he was at Fairmont State. And 2019 to 2022, he was the assistant coach at Boston Celtic. 2023 till now, 2023 to 2020, 2022 to 2023, he was the Boston Celtic interim coach. So 2024, he finally became, the coach. Let me check his salary. Oh, nice. June 4, 2024. Yes, he signed it. No, not really. I can't even remember. But I think he's making roughly $5 million a year with Boston Celtic. Let me see the list of the ranking of the highest paid coaches in the NBA. Who is at the number one? Oh, it's Steve Kerr for I think Golden State. Steve Kerr for Golden State. He's making $17.5 million. On the number two on the list is Greg Popovich. He's making $16 million. And number 3, Eric Spoelstra for Miami Heat. He's making $15 million a year. And on the number 4, Monty Williams is making $13 million a year. Wow, that's not bad. How much is Doc Rivers making? Making about $10 million. Yeah.
That we encounter as a married couple during an NBA season, and it's not something that had been done before for Pete, and he was a great resource for us.
Pete has literally prayed over us this season, and it's been remarkable to have a close friend that's witnessed this journey, and then to be able to be a good sounding board.
So I think this past year was one of the more unique years we've had in coaching, and we've kind of been through a decent amount in our 12 years, but this year brought us closer in our marriage. We had to rely on each other. We had to really understand each other. We had to trust each other. We had to fully communicate to each other. And really, for me, this was the most vulnerable I had been in our marriage this past year. And so what Nations of Coaches has done is that helped me not get caught up in the identity of I'm just a coach. And so even during an NBA season, even during NBA playoffs, I can rely on Pete, I can rely on Nations of Coaches, can rely on our faith to still remind yourself that you're more than just a coach. And even when you lose, a game 7 or a playoff series or a tough game, you still have to be a dad, you still have to be a husband, you still have to be a person, and you still have to stay open-minded to that. It's kind of something that I'm proud that we're able to do. Is Nations of Coaches has been there when we were Division II assistants, when we didn't have some of the resources, some of the opportunities to help others like we do now. And so it's with great pride, for us to be able to support and answer the coaches. And just want to say thank you to everyone else that does as well, because it gives the space for coaches, for families, and really for marriages. And so, we hope with this platform, there's more well-rounded coaches, there's better marriages, and at the same time, you can still try to, win a championship or be the best coach you can.
I love when coaches remember where they came from, whether you start in a film room or you start as a volunteer assistant that's just making camp money, which is very common and people don't realize that. And one thing we said the very first year we went, one thing we will do is to always give back to nations of coaches, because they truly were helping coaches, and we were at the receiving end of that for many years. And so to now be able to give to that is something that really means a lot to us.
Man, great interview, man. And there's one thing I cherish and I love to see black men in sports, man, winning. He's very young, he's 35 years of age, and he's the head coach for one of the, biggest team in the NBA. He's doing great. He has a lovely family, and him and his wife, they are pretty much on the same page. They are in harmony with one another, man. I love to see that, man. I really love to see that, and I hope for him to to win more trophies for Boston Celtic. And this is just the beginning for Joe Mazzulla and his family and Boston Celtic team. And you can't ask for more from this guy, man. You can't ask for more. He's done a great job with the team, and he's done a great job. Did he ever play basketball in college? Yeah, he played college basketball with West Virginia University. He was born in Rhode Island, and head coach 2023. Interim head coach 2022 to 2023, I 6.2, and his wife, Kamai, she's beautiful, man. I'm not gonna lie, beautiful. And on that note, TM from TMTV is gonna end, today's episode of On the Couch with TM from TMTV. So, wishing you guys the best. Enjoy your night, and have a great, wonderful day tomorrow.